Good day, how's it going? Let's take a look at the High Grade Forbidden Gundam from Gundam Seed. This is the remastered version from 2012. When I saw this kit at the local hobby shop, I assumed it was a mold from that year, but I quickly realized that wasn't the case. It's virtually the same kit as the one from 2003, just with some minor differences in color and such. The Forbidden Gundam is pretty cool looking. The minty green looks fantastic, and the scythe is always a classic weapon. For a kit originally released in 2003, it certainly shows its age in the very notable seam lines on the front of the legs. There are also seams on the top of the shoulders and the side of the head. The proportions are maybe a little bit stumpy compared to modern high grades, but I actually like the look here. Most noteworthy, however, is the amount of detail painting this kit requires. I added in a good amount here because it would look fairly plain and dated otherwise. The small sheet of color correcting stickers won't save you here. Just like the old no grades, you'll have to add gray to the top of the feet since it just comes in one color. Some black on the ankle guard vents will make it look good also. The biggest challenge was having both gray and red on the leg and side skirt vent-like pieces. I painted the red inside first and then carefully went around with the gray. I put red detailing in the crotch piece and also the vents near the top of the head, and the strapes on the arms. Also, the backpack could use some red on the top piece and the side of the wings. Painting in all this red can be a bit tricky since it will take many layers to look any good. I think the make or break factor for somebody is all the details needed. If you're up to the challenge, it's worth it, but if you don't want to do all this painting, then this might not be a kit for you. I didn't even do everything to match the animation model, so there really is a lot to do here. I want to be fair and note that this kit comes molded in all the important colors, so it's not that bad. This Gundam just happens to have a lot of small color details on it that are hard to replicate on a high grade kit. Once you add everything in, this guy looks pretty good. You get a sticker sheet as well for all kinds of markings which have a master grade feel. I added in this blood splat from the GM Type C on the left shoulder because it looks kinda cool. This kit does this thing where the backpack goes on its head, and in my opinion it didn't look good in the show, and here it's just as silly. But you know what, they designed it well and there's an extra pop out so you don't have to remove the head when it's up. If you move the backpack, the sides of the chest will move with it though, which can make posing a bit annoying. But you can also move the guns up for some more creative poses, so, you know, get wild with it. Speaking of movement, the articulation is nothing special here. You only get one bend for the elbow, and the leg is on a very stiff ball joint. There are really not a lot of poses you can do with this guy. The scythe doesn't go in the hand very well, so you'll spend a lot of time trying to get it in place when you pose this guy. It just kind of spins around a lot and knocks the back of the hand off. Two-handed poses are not too bad to pull off though. There is an action-based connector joint, but sadly I lost it. I'd like to go back and panel in this guy and add a matte top coat to really complete the look. I also didn't cut the safety nubs for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking last fall. Overall, this kit is decent if you are up to the task of detailing it. I would say just understand that this is a 2003 kit with some new fancy things added. Out of the box it will look very underwhelming, but with some love it'll be a fairly nice looking high grade on your shelf. The colors stand out and the design is good looking. I bought this kit before I watched Gundam Seed. It was just one of those random buys from the hobby shop. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to get this guy, but I'm not disappointed. So that's all I gotta say for the Forbidden Gundam. Keep tuning in and maybe I'll make more videos.